Hi there, welcome to the episode. I'm Russ, I'm the captain and owner of sailing vessel Tautog, currently at anchor in Boca Grande in Charlotte Harbor on Florida's west coast. And we're waiting for weather now. I ducked in here knowing that I was going to stay a couple of days, knowing that this low pressure system that formed and crossed across Central America as Hurricane Agatha is now in the Caribbean and is coming our way. Although it looks like it's going to be weak, but the prudent sailor doesn't, risk things like that. And besides, the winds are out of the southeast, and I really have a hard time making it towards Cape Sable if I continue to slog ahead. So with that, let's take a look at what happened to get me here. I did my final preps for getting underway, and I left Tampa under motor for just a few minutes and then sailed the rest of the way all through the night, and I motored the last couple of hours to get in here yesterday. So it's all good. Enjoy the episode, and we'll talk to you a bit. Bye. All right, so here I am, ready to go. It's the 31st of May, and we get a gentle easterly breeze today. Not too strong, but enough to do some sailing with. And I'm going to shove off in another hour or so. I'm pretty well done, ready as far as I can imagine. I can't see anything I miss. I've got trash to go out. I've got shore power to disconnect, but other than that, I can just start up the engine and cast off. And I might actually look for somebody to help me get out of here, because this slip is not the easiest one to back out of. Yeah. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet for maneuvering my way just to get clear of the slip. Once I'm out in the middle of the channel, it's easy peasy. So yeah, once I get out of the channel, out into the bay, it's even easier peasier, because it'll be an easterly breeze, it'll be beam reaching. I won't have to adjust sails all day. So, but first I'm going to separate shore power. Then I'm actually going to take the trash out and go for a walk, and just kind of decompress a bit, because I do get keyed up before I get underway. And here we are. Okay, so here's the finesse part of this is you don't want to get wet. So what I do is that I let the cord itself can get a little wet, but I fling it over the top, and the cord will stay like that until I get back aboard. Oh, it's a hot one. I'm going to try to squeeze this down here in a respectful way. Well, a person can overdo the subtitles, can't we? So what I'm doing is alternating the engine from a head to a stern. When I have the rudder in the full right position, if I puff ahead as I'm doing now, it brings the bow to starboard. And I only puff it for just a second or two. Then I need the boat to move backwards, so I puff it astern. And when I do that, the bow moves to port. So I'm alternating one and the other to slowly bring the bow to starboard and slowly move the boat backwards. And you can see I'm slowly getting out in the canal, and as soon as I am far enough away from that big concrete post directly above the door now, then that's when I'm gonna make my turn and get out of here. Okay, so that's the Sunshine Skyway Bridge in front of me. I'm under sail power only right now, and I'm barely moving, about 2.5 knots, which is fine, you know, not in a hurry. And you see a green marker over there, and there's a red one somewhere back here. That's where the channel is for the main ship channel, and that big guy is in it. So that's really my concern at the moment, is hoping he kicks up his speed and gets moving, because I want him, I'm hoping that he picks up speed and gets his ass moving, because I want him to be clearing out of that bridge before I get there, because I don't want to have to stop. And technically, you know, the right of way is kind of iffy, but he's restricted in his ability to maneuver, so he has right of way over me. And the plan seems to be working all right. He's clearly overtaken me. And that's very good, because I want him to pass me before we meet at this damn bridge. So, yeah, see, we're on converging courses, but he's going so fast that it's not a problem. Courtesy, you don't do confusing maneuvers, you know, especially around these big guys, you know, because they would kill me if they hit me. I'd be a dead meat. That'd be the end of Tautog. So, yeah, that's the one that just passed me. And he's really cooking now, so we're not going to catch him, but I think I'll go a lot faster if I sail that heading. So, that's what I'm going to do. Whoops. I better turn the right way. Feel the breeze kicking up. Wow, what a difference. There's the bottom of the bridge. I can see some eddies here. The water, I think we're just getting a kick from the current too. I think a lot of water is flowing through here. All right, goodbye Tampa Bay. Oh my God. Okay, we're under the bridge. And over on the right, that's Mullet Key. We're gonna take that down the starboard side. And that island behind the tanker there, that's Egmont Key, and we'll take it down the port side if we stay in the main ship channel. But we could alter course to the left if I can continue sailing it. it's more effective for me to go to the left through the Southwest Passage. But if it's a terrible sailing solution and I go much, much slower, you might be ahead by going this way. So I've definitely picked up speed on this heading. Okay, so that's a fishing vessel named Miss Kathy. And we just did a port-to-port passage in this channel. There's shoal water just about 100 yards to the left of me, and also about 200 yards to the right of me. So I was nervous about getting too far in either direction, and I can't point any further this way because of the wind direction. Sunrise, but I've turned off my navigation lights anyway to save power. We are west of our target by about 8 miles that way. I'm trying to steer closer to the wind, and I'm doing okay. If I can maintain this heading or close to it, we'll be pretty good in about 3 or 4 hours. That's just a question. Which way is the wind going to veer? It appears like the wind is a little bit southeast, which kind of sucks. If the wind was straight out of the east, like from over where the sun's coming from, that would help me a lot. But you know, the sailor doesn't get to choose that stuff. If I have to, I'll just end up doing a big long tack. What I expect though, brushed my teeth and I'm waiting for sunrise. It's about 25 after 6. I've only been out, honestly, for 12 hours, no, 18 hours now. 18 hours so far away from the dock. We've made very good progress, averaging about 6 knots and 3 miles exactly in the last 6 hours. That's a pretty good sailing night. Had some real excitement last night when a thunderstorm blew off the mainland. Oh my god, holy shit, cats and dogs living together, all that stuff. It was awful. I mean, that was awful. I went down to bare poles and just bobbed around like a cork. I had just a whisker of a headset sticking out, and we were just at the mercy of the sea, so we were just getting tossed around and getting soaked. So that was awful. But I knew it was coming, and I was prepared for it. I had taken the sails down, and I would estimate, oh geez, I have to get my Buford's scale book out to see about how long I thought that was. Kind of 40, gusts of 40 easy, you know. The heavy spray coming off the top of the wave. That went on for about 5 minutes, and then the stiff winds that were erratic went on for about 20 minutes, and then the rain went on for another hour after that. And then it kind of all settled down, and when it was all done, what started as winds out of the west were winds out of the east, and then I got sailing again. So that's kind of how it works in the evening. Today I'm kind of counting on that westerly breeze to get me really close, and I hope to be anchored by the time those thunderstorms hit. That's the plan. I want to anchor in Port Charlotte Harbor, which is where I was before, to wait out this tropical storm that's coming in down south. So I don't really want to proceed a hell of a lot farther south. Another 20 miles is fine, but then I need to be getting in and close to land, closing up that gap. So that's good for now. Sailing vessel. This is sailing vessel Tampa Bay. Over. Yeah, Skipper, this is sailing vessel Tampa Bay. I am operating my engine, and I believe you want to be stand-on vessel. My intention is to alter course to starboard and pass the stern of you. Over. Captain. Have a great day. Yeah, so one thing is that the dinghy behind me here on the fantail hanging from the davits, dumb idea for me to leave it there. I should have put it up on the cabin top. That would have been the smart thing. But I thought, hell, it's just a day and a half trip, protected waters right off the coast. But I was like, 8, 12 miles out at one point. And so, yeah, and when these squalls pass through, sorry, distracted. When the squalls pass through, 45 mile an hour wind gusts or whatever it was, that causes waves, no matter where the hell you are. So you could be on a lake and you're going to get big waves when you get big wind gusts. And the period of the waves was very short, so the wave tops are very close together, and I was popping up and down them. And the bottom of the dinghy was getting slapped and slapped and slapped, and I thought, oh my God, it's going to get overturned, it's going to dump all my stuff out. But no consequence of that except me learning we're not doing that again. So one thing I'll do in anchor next couple of days while I'm waiting for the tropical storm is to move the dinghy. Anyway. So, oh yeah, these are my BCDs. I'll tell you about BCDs later. Okay, so what we're looking at is my chart. And I made the jump yesterday. Yesterday I made the jump from Tampa Bay, and I sailed down here and grabbed my first fix here. We're following the yellow line. Had great sailing all night. However, the winds are right out of the southeast, like this last night. And I was going right into it, and the best I could do was this course. I couldn't stay closer to the shoreline. And the winds are now veering. Now the winds are out of the east, but now, of course, this is my target, and now I want to go directly east, so motor's the only answer. I tried tacking, but I couldn't get any closer to the wind on that. When I tacked and I was going northeast, and then eventually it's turning into a straight north course. The wind was continuing to clock around, coming like this. I expect later it will be out of the north, and then I can sail this very, very easily. But I'm a little impatient, I guess. I don't want to get caught out here again in those thunderstorms this afternoon. That was awful yesterday. I want to get in the harbor before that. And so that's that. So here I sit at anchor still, enjoying my anchor beer, which I didn't have yesterday because I was a little keyed up and I had a headache. Okay, so because I had a headache from being out in the sun all day, and my first day at sea I don't eat quite right, maybe I don't eat enough, but I had a pretty good headache when I pulled in, and I slept like a rock last night. So I feel good now, and I'm going to do a few jobs on the boat. I did one little tiny job already, which is gluing souvenirs to the wall. I mean, that's about all I did. And I moved the dinghy up on deck, as I said I was going to. So that's all secure. And tomorrow I'll do another small job, but mostly wait for this weather to hit us, and that's that. So I'll do my best tomorrow morning to buzz ashore. There's a nice little place that makes breakfast, and they have really, really good Wi-Fi. I might try to get this video uploaded first thing in the morning. And if I don't do that, I probably won't go ashore during the bad weather days, which means the video won't get uploaded until I get to Marathon. So that's part of the deal, and I know you guys understand that. So with that, have a great one, guys. Take care, and cheers. Have a good one.